Namaste. So, when a woman is nearing her menopause or already has achieved or hit her menopause, there's a lot of dilemma she comes under with regards to having consuming certain supplements. It could be calcium, vitamin D, B12, or any other multivitamins for that matter, or iron supplements for that matter. Especially when we read a lot these days, or we come across theories which say that when once a woman hit her menopause or she's nearing her menopause, she has a lot of porotic, her bones getting porous, or osteoporosis may happen, or she may have certain deficiencies with regards to calcium, vitamin D, etc. So most importantly, whenever you are hitting your menopause or you're nearing your menopause, or even before starting with the consumption of any kind of multivitamin, make sure you're consulting your own doctors, physicians, and most importantly, check your levels. If you are deficient in any particular level, it could be vitamin D, calcium, B12, or any other multivitamins, or iron or ferritin for that matter, then only you are supposed to consume supplements. If your vitamin D level is absolutely fine, you don't have to unnecessarily consume vitamin D just because it's good for your bones. Calcium supplements, the same thing with calcium. If your blood report says your calcium levels are absolutely fine and normal within the given range, then you don't need to have any kind of artificial calcium supplements. If your iron levels are fine, if other multivitamins or B12 is fine, you don't need to consume any kind of multivitamins. Because when your levels are good, when your levels are absolutely normal, and just for the sake of it, you're consuming any kind of multivitamins or artificial supplements for that matter, the levels in your body will raise to toxic levels, and which will eventually in future harm or have negative impact on your heart, your liver, your kidneys, etc. So always and always the first step is to check whether you are deficient in that particular level. And yes, of course, if you're deficient, then definitely you need to take certain supplements, but of course after your doctor's advice. And most importantly, once you start with any kind of supplements, make sure you're not consuming it for years and years and years together, because I have come across many people who are just for the sake of it consuming vitamin D, calcium for years and years, for 4 to 5 years, and when they again check their levels have increased to a toxic level, which is absolutely not good for your body, which is going to be harmful to your body in future, and it will have a negative impact on your organs, bodily organs. So hence always remember that if you are going to have any kind of supplements, make sure to see first whether you are deficient, and then only go ahead with the supplements. One more thing I would like to emphasize, being an Ayurvedic doctor, always trust your natural food supplements apart from, or rather trusting the supplements, the artificial supplements which we buy from the shop or buy from medical shops. Make sure you are consuming a good healthy meal. Make sure you're consuming in moderation. Whatever food you're consuming in moderation. And also make sure you're not over consuming any kind of food which is junk, or which is artificially processed or artificially prepared or packaged food for that matter. Make sure you're not having dinners after sunset. Make sure you're exercising on a regular basis. I personally recommend yogasanas is the best form of exercise, but or walking is also good, but rigorous gymming, rigorous weightlifting is definitely not recommended. So make sure you are having a healthy diet, healthy lifestyle, sleeping early by 10:30 at night, waking up maximum by 5:30 to 6 a.m. in the morning, consuming a balanced meal throughout the day, which includes wholesome roti, sabzi, whatever is prepared at home, like your rice, chapati, gehu ki chapati, jawar ki roti, or it could be moong ki dal, masoor ki dal. And apart from that, you are consuming few black raisins, yeah, black til. Sesame is also very, kale til matlab sesame seeds, black sesame seeds is rich in calcium. You can consume that. Milk is very rich in proteins and calcium, and so make sure you're consuming cow milk on a regular basis. You can add little cow ghee to that so that the absorption and assimilation is enhanced. So that is more important. And also make sure that, also understand one thing, that whatever supplements we are consuming, artificial supplements, they are artificially prepared. They are not very easily absorbed as compared to the food supplements, like natural food supplements you consume. Having a fruit and having a supplement which has that particular enzyme which is there in that fruit has a lot of difference, or there's a lot of difference between these two things. The absorption will not happen properly, and there will not be a natural process happening, and hence you will not see that great result, those great results. Hence, just because these are supplements and these contain certain multivitamins, hence you need to consume it, it is definitely not recommended. So always make sure you're checking your levels, see if you're deficient, then only go and have your multivitamins. Always remember, in the previous times, your parents, your grandparents, your dadi, your pardadi, they never consume any kind of artificial supplements, right? They used to have their food, they also used to hit menopause, but they were always fit and fine with regards to their health, or their bone health for that matter. So just because we understand that there is certain deficiency already going to happen because you hit menopause and there is a lot of hormonal imbalances happening, it does not mean that you need to immediately start consuming pills. Always check your levels first, and then you can decide whether it's required or not, or else make sure you're having a good, healthy, wholesome diet on right time, right things you need to consume, so that you'll not have any deficiencies in future, and your health will be absolutely fine, your hormonal health will be fine, and you'll not have more signs and symptoms which most of the menopausal females may suffer during the menopausal phase.